In the dimly lit parlor of Willowbrook House, Emily found herself drawn to an old bookshelf, its shelves filled with weathered volumes that seemed to hold the weight of centuries. As her fingers brushed over the spines, a shiver coursed down her spine, and she could almost sense the stories trapped within the pages. A single book stood out, its cover adorned with a faded emblem that depicted a raven in flight, surrounded by cryptic symbols. Curiosity piqued, Emily pulled the book from its resting place and settled into a worn armchair by the window. The pages exuded a musty scent as she flipped through them, revealing handwritten accounts of encounters with the supernatural. Each entry spoke of spectral figures, eerie apparitions, and unexplainable phenomena that had haunted the inhabitants of Willowbrook House for generations. As Emily delved deeper into the tales, the words seemed to come to life, casting a spell that transported her back in time. She could almost hear the hushed whispers of the authors, their voices echoing through the ages. The stories painted a portrait of a house with a dark history of secrets buried deep within its walls, waiting to be uncovered. One account spoke of a weeping woman who wandered the corridors at night, her mournful cries tugging at the heartstrings of anyone who heard them. Another recounted the tale of a mirror that reflected the souls of those who gazed into it, revealing their innermost desires and fears. Yet another told of a hidden chamber beneath the house, a place where rituals were conducted to communicate with the other side. As Emily read, the boundaries between reality and the supernatural blurred. The room seemed to grow colder, and shadows danced along the edges of her vision. Outside, the moon hung low in the sky, casting an eerie glow that filtered through the curtains. She could almost feel the presence of the spirits described in the pages, as if they were watching, waiting for her to uncover their secrets. The more she read, the more Emily became entangled in the stories. She felt a connection to the people who had lived and died within the walls of Willowbrook House, their experiences intertwining with her own. It was as if the spirits reached out to her, beckoning her to continue their legacy to unveil the mysteries that had remained hidden for so long. Hours passed in the blink of an eye, and Emily realized that dawn was breaking outside. Reluctantly, she closed the book, its cover creaking softly as it returned to its place on the shelf. The parlor felt different now, charged with an energy that seemed to echo the stories she had read. As Emily walked through the hallways of Willowbrook House, she couldn't shake off the feeling that the spirits of the past were walking beside her, whispering their stories in her ears. She found herself in front of a grand mirror, the same mirror she had read about. The glass seemed to hold secrets, and she hesitated before looking into its depths. When Emily finally met her own reflection, her breath caught in her throat. For a moment, she saw a fleeting image of a woman from another era staring back at her. The woman's eyes held a mixture of longing and sadness, as if she too had been searching for answers in the depths of the mirror. A chill ran down Emily's spine as the woman's image faded, leaving only her own reflection once again. She stepped away from the mirror, her heart pounding. The line between the stories and reality had blurred even further. Returning to the parlor, Emily took a deep breath. She knew she couldn't keep these discoveries to herself. As the sun cast its warm glow upon Willowbrook House, Emily felt a sense of purpose. She would delve deeper into the mysteries and share them with the world. With the old book in hand, she headed towards the study. Her journey had just begun, and she was ready to uncover the spectral secrets hidden within the walls. And so, as the day unfolded, Emily's life became intertwined with the stories of the past, and the mystical journey of uncovering the spectral secrets continued.